Hello students, it's Khushbu from LG Kakaria, and today we are doing the last topic under the section of business. The name of the topic is business risk. Fine, as we all know what is business. Business means any activity which is done with the purpose of getting the profit is treated as the business. Fine, but it is but obvious that when we are doing the business there are some kind of risk and uncertainties which the owner has to face. So over here the classification of the business is given. There are two types of business risk. One is natural risk and the another one is man-made risk. There is an uncertainty of profit or risk of loss in the business. The uncertain events of the future affects the profit. Thus, it can be said that profit is a reward against the business risk. There are two types of risk in the business. One is natural risk and the second one is man-made risk. So we know that profit of the business is totally uncertain. For example, if we take the example of food products, any of the food products, fine. So we are taking the 2 years into consideration. In the year of 2019 the demand of the food product was considerably high, and in the 2020 because of this pandemic coronavirus the demand of the food product, especially the fast food and the junk food which are available in the hotels and restaurants, the demand of that product is considerably decreased. So these are the situations which are totally uncertain, that person cannot control this situation, and if the person is not able to control the situation it will be treated as a risk. Why? Because if the person is not having enough capability to control that situation, then how will that person run the business? If he will not be able to run his business properly with a smooth flow, then what average profit or the expected profit the person has in his mind, will he be able to achieve that profit? That is also a question mark. So there are n number of risks which the person has to face in the business. So what to say that profit is a reward against the business risk. So profit is the return which we get from the business risk. For example, if the person who is selling the sanitizer, the best example over here will be sanitizer, considering the today's situation, if the person is selling the sanitizer or the mask, and if the person is having for example a medical store, but in the year 2019 the profit that the person was earning in the medical store at the end of the year was 12 lakh, for example we consider it as a 12 lakh. But and in the year of 2020 the person has earned the profit of 24 lakh. Why? Because he was trying to sell the maximum quantity of sanitizers. Mommy, sit please. Mommy. Mommy, and the profit that the person has earned in the 2020 is 24 lakh. Matlab the person has already doubled his profit. Why? Because he has tried to sell the maximum number of hand sanitizers, and because of that he has earned the maximum profit. No doubt if the person is having such kind of business that he can use that opportunity to earn the profit, that will be also treated as the best reward. Natural risk like earthquake, flood, etc. hinders the growth of the business and destroy the damage the assets of the business. The business has no control over the risk. For example, natural risk like earthquake, flood, loss by rain, loss by theft, these are all considered as natural risk. Why? Because if the earthquake occurs, the owner of the business is not having any control over that earthquake. For example, if the flood occurs, tsunami, these are the types of risk which the person is not having any control over this risk. and because of that, the person or the individual who is running the business may suffer a loss. Man-made risk hinders the development of the business, and as a result, the business has to suffer the risk. The risk like strike of the employees, change in the technology, change in the taste and demand of the customers, political instability, risk of competition in the market, and so on. See, man-made risk are such type of risk that up to certain extent, the individual or the person or the owner of the business is having the control over that type of risk. For example, over here the examples are given. The risk like strike of the employees, that is treated as a man-made risk. Why? For example, if the person is working in any factory and the demand of that product which the factory is manufacturing is high, but what the owner of the business is doing, he is not giving the desired salary, expected salary, what the employees are demanding. He is, for example, we can take that Mr. X is running a factory and there are 35 employees who are working in his factory. Fine. And the product that the factory of Mr. X is manufacturing, the demand of the product is very high. So there is a need to increase the number of employees so that the demand of the society can be satisfied. But what Mr. X is doing, he is just trying to grab the opportunity, and he is just trying to say that no, he will not hire any new employees, but he will say that only the working employees or the continuing employees will work more. And if he is saying that the continuing workers will work more, the employees, 35 employees who are working over, that they are demanding the high salary to do the overtime. But Mr. X is saying that by doing the overtime he will not pay the desired salary. Then the employees think that they will go on a strike. If the employees go on a strike for 15 days, 20 days, 1 month, 10 days, whatever the period is, the loss which the person or the Mr. X has suffered during this period of strike, that is also one type of risk. Why? Because he will bear that risk at the end of the year. At the end of the year, there will be only nominal percentage, 1 or 2% of decrease in the profit, but it will be treated as a loss, not the total loss, but the expected profit what the person or Mr. X has desired that this year he will earn the profit of 50,000, 60,000. Because of this strike, if the Mr. X is earning only the profit of 55,000 and the expected profit or the estimated profit he has kept was 60,000, the 5,000 loss, that is also treated as a man-made risk. Next is changes in the technology. If the technology changes, for example, the best example over here is of bank. In the olden days, banks were there, but all the employees who were working in the bank, they were doing the manual work. But with the technologies, with the invention of technologies and all, they are just replace that manual work to the computerized work. So for example, the manager or the government is saying that the person who knows the person who is having the knowledge of computer has to just work in that bank. Then the other employees who are working, they will also suffer a loss. Changes in the technology, for example, that is example of changing technology. The another example is I should say about mobile phones. For example, income tax return. For example, if the person is having somewhat knowledge about the accounts and he is filing the income tax return of many people, but if the government is investing such theory or such type of application is available that if you enter just name and the required data, you can directly file your income tax return. None of the person will go to that accountant or to that person to pay 500 rupees and tell him to find his income tax. and that is also the example of changing technology. Change in the taste and demand of the customers. The demand of the product is changing, the taste of the customers are changing. For example, the best example over here is change in the demand is of clothes, that is jeans. For example, Mr. X is doing the business of jeans, and the demand of that narrow jeans is increasing. Fine, so he is thinking that if the demand of this narrow jeans is increasing, he has ordered 10,000 jeans and he is having the stock of 10,000 jeans in his godown. But within 20 to 15 to 20 days, the demand of that jeans has abolished, or the demand of the product is no more, and another type of jeans comes. What about that 10,000 jeans? No one is going to purchase that jeans. What the person will do? That is change in the change in the taste and demand of customers. Political instability, risk of competition in the market. Political instability means the person is not capable of doing the business. He has suffered a loss. That can be also a man-made risk. Why? Because अगर loss उसके company में हुआ है, because of whom that loss has been occurred. Because the employees were working in the office, factory, company, the business sector, in that particular field, they had only not done properly the work, and that is why they are facing that problem. Risk of competition in the market. For example, over here we will say that if you are having a grocery shop in your area and you are having the sole monopoly, that you are the only one who is selling all the grocery items in your area, but Mr. X is opening a new shop in front of you and he is trying to sell the products at a cheaper rate. For example, you are selling some product at 20 rupees and he is trying to sell that product at 17 rupees. Majority of the customers will think that no, if that person is selling that product at 17 rupees, why should he pay 3 rupees more to you? That is also treated as a man-made risk. Causes of business risk. The first one is changes in the technology. Changes are necessary in the production method due to inventions in the technology. New technology is to be adopted to produce the high quality of goods. New machineries have to be installed for the replacement of old machineries. Change in the technology is also treated as a business risk, and it can also be considered as the source of employment as well as the source of unemployment. Why? Because with the changes in the technology, the production method of the company will increase. The company or the organization will try to own the high profit and will try to produce the high quality of goods as well. But if the person is not having the proper knowledge of how to operate that machineries, for example, there are two individuals, Mr. X and Mr. Y. Mr. X is working in that factory since last 40 years and Mr. Y is a newly appointed employee. Fine, so if Mr. X is an old employee who is working over there from 40 years, and if the company has just installed a machinery with the new technology, so Mr. X is saying that he is not having any knowledge how to operate that machinery. If the sufficient training is given, then also he is saying that he is not having any knowledge, or he is not having the confidence on himself that he will be able to operate that machinery confidently. And the owner of the factory is saying that he will have to leave the job, and Mr. Y, he is a newly appointed employee and he is having the full knowledge of that machinery. But what about the product? For example, old machinery is there, but the major problem in that old machinery is you cannot produce the maximum quantity of good, but the quality of the good was not changing. But in the newly installed machinery, might be possible that the number of product that is coming out, finished goods, the quantity of that finished goods may increase, but the quality of the product may change, which will also affect the demand of your product. It is also can be a business risk which can be treated as a man-made risk. Second one is threat of substitute product. The customers may turn to substitute the product due to change in the technology. Ball pen in the place of fountain pen, vessels of steel in the place of copper and brass, television in the place of radio. threat of substitute products. For example, the best example of a substitute is tea and coffee. They both are the substitutes of each other. If the person, ગુજરાતીમાં તમે કહીએ ને કે જે માણસને ચાના રસીઓ હોય ને એ તો ચા જ પીશે, પણ ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ if the person is thinking that he is comfortable with both tea as well as coffee, and you are having the shop of tea and you are selling both the items, tea as well as the coffee, the price of the tea is 10 rupees and the price of the coffee is same 12 rupees, and the next shop, the shop which is next to you, is also selling the same product, but the rate of tea at his shop is 9 rupees and the rate of coffee is at his shop is 9 rupees. What will happen? But ऑब्वियस है, सब लोग सोचेंगे कि वो उस 1 रुपया कम ले रहा है तो हम लोग उसके पास ही जाएंगे. तो हमारी जो प्रोडक्ट है, द डिमांड ऑफ आवर प्रोडक्ट विल डिक्रीज. द डिमांड ऑफ योर प्रोडक्ट विल डिक्रीज. Competition increases the business risk, which will directly affect the business profit. The sale price of the product is to be reduced and advertisement expenses are to be incurred by the business unit to maintain the position in the market and to face the competition, thus profit get reduced. See, the best example is that competition. If you are having the sole monopoly in your particular area and you are the sole owner of that goods whichever you are selling, but if the competitor comes to compete with you in the same market, but obvious it is that the rate of profit or the amount of profit from your business is going to decrease. Why? Because you are having the customers are having the trust on you that no, whatever the product you are selling, that is totally of best quality. But then also they will just go to that shop at least once to check the quality of both the products, and to handle that customers and to not to break the chain of your customers, you need to do the expense of advertisement as well, which will after all affect the profit of the business. Legislation. Government formulates law regarding pollution, customers, work, industry, etc. But these laws causes risk of the business. For example, Minimum Wages Act and Factory Act, they hinder the business and the decision making. Legislations like government is trying to frame the different laws for the business. For example, Minimum Wages Act. So, for example, the Minimum Wages Act is applicable to the person who are having the minimum more than 40 laborers or the workers or the employees working in your unit. Minimum 40 मतलब more than 40 अगर आपके कंपनी में जॉब करते हैं, then Minimum Wages Act is applicable to you. But Minimum Wages Act says that if the person or the owner of the business is paying X amount to the person, but according to the Minimum Wages Act, the person मतलब मिनिमम वेजेस एक्ट में स्पेसिफाइड किया है कि इतने मिनिमम सैलरी तो एम्प्लॉय को मिलनी ही चाहिए. मतलब द डिज़ायर्ड अमाउंट विच इज़ मैंशन इन द एक्ट शुड बी गिवन टू दैट पर्सन. अगर आप 10,000 रुपीज़ कोई पर्सन को दे रहे हो, यू आर गिविंग अ सैलरी ऑफ 10,000 रुपीज़ टू मिस्टर एक्स, फाइन, एंड देयर आर 40 persons, so you are paying X amount to that person. But according to the Minimum Wages Act, if the government is changing that figure from 10,000 to 15,000, you are going to suffer the loss. Why? Because the demand of the product will remain the same, the manufacturing process of the product will remain the same, but the expenses will increase. Why? Because you have to pay more salary to your employees. फैक्टरीज एक्ट में अगर कोई चेंजेस हो रहा है, मतलब अबाउट द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द फैक्ट्री एंड एवरीथिंग, फैक्टरीज एक्ट में जो कुछ भी मेंशन किया है उसके हिसाब से आपको चेंजेस करवाना है, which will after all affect the expense of the business. And if the person is doing the expense from his profit, the profit is going to decrease. Uncertainty of the demand for the product create the risk for the business changes in the customer's income taste, product price, inflation, etc. create uncertainty for demand which affect the profit of the business. Uncertainty of demand, प्रोडक्ट की कुछ ज़्यादा डिमांड ही नहीं थी. सैनिटाइज़र इज़ द बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल. नवंबर 2019, दिसंबर 2019 में सैनिटाइजर्स की इतनी डिमांड नहीं थी. बट फ्रॉम मिड Feb the demand of the sanitizer has considerably increased. That is an uncertain demand. No doubt कोरोना डिफरेंट कंट्रीज़ में तो अफेक्ट कर रहा था. उसकी वजह से जो सैनिटाइज़र मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनीज है उन लोगों ने थोड़ा बहुत तो सोच लिया था. तो भी जो लोगों के पास उसका नॉलेज ही नहीं था एंड अचानक से ही कोई भी चीज़ की डिमांड जो है वो बढ़ जाती है. और अगर आपके पास सफिशिएंट प्रोडक्शन क्वांटिटी में स्टॉक ही नहीं है तो हाउ विल यू सेल दैट प्रोडक्ट. दैट विल अफेक्ट द business. And physical risk like damage of assets which are utilized in the business create a physical risk. Non-functioning of machineries and equipment, damage in the goods, damage in transit of goods create a physical risk. Damage of the assets which are utilized in the business. Assets means fixed assets like machinery, land, building, furniture. All these are considered as a fixed asset. फैक्ट फर्नीचर है वो डैमेज हो गया, नया फर्नीचर करवा रहे हो अपनी शॉप में. दैट इज़ ऑल्सो अ मैन मेड रिस्क, फिजिकल रिस्क विच विल अफेक्ट द ओवरऑल प्रॉफिट ऑफ द बिजनेस. अर्थक्वेक आया, बिल्डिंग जो थी वो आधी गिर गई. दैट विल बी ट्रीटेड एज नेचुरल रिस्क, नॉट अ मैन मेड रिस्क. नॉन फंक्शनिंग ऑफ मशीनरी, मशीनरी अचानक से ख़राब हो गई, इतनी ख़राब हो गई कि नई मशीनरी परचेस करनी है. नई मशीनरी परचेस करेंगे तो सबसे ज़्यादा कब लॉस होता है, जब नई मशीनरी परचेस करते हैं. वाई? बिकॉज वेल परचेसिंग द न्यू मशीनरी till the new machinery comes the production will stop and you have to bear the loss of the production as well as the expense which you will incur for purchasing that machinery. Both the losses will be treated as a physical risk. डैमेज इन ट्रांजिट ऑफ गुड्स, मतलब अगर आप कुछ मंगवा रहे हो आउट ऑफ कंट्री से या कोई दूसरे सिटी से, स्टेट से, यू आर इम्पोर्टिंग द गुड्स एंड वाइल द गुड्स विच ट्रांजिट में રસ્તામાં જઈને આપણે કહીએ ને दैट इज ट्रांजिट. बीच में ही पेरिशेबल गुड्स है, बीच में ही बारिश आई, तूफान आया, बाढ़ आई, सुनामी आ गई और गुड्स जो है वो ख़राब हो गया. दैट इज़ ऑल्सो ट्रीटेड एज अ फिजिकल रिस्क. थैंक यू.